Well, what is up everybody? Welcome back to another round of I Do Random Projects, and in today's episode of I Do Random Projects, we're going to be continuing on with the Ghost project with a bit of 3D printer repair mixed into it. Because, if you followed last video, you may be very well aware that my printer, I tried to print out the two parts that I had designed in the last video, but unfortunately the printer had other plans and decided to make its limit switch its limit switch fall down when it was doing stuff and absolutely ruin a lot of things. So we're going to be starting the print, at least in today's video, and yeah, I know that this is kind of like the week before all this stuff actually has to be finished, but you know. But anyways, so yeah, we're going to be doing a bit of 3D printing type stuff today, and we're also going to be kind of going over a bit of progress that I've had in other fronts of the project, because yeah, I've been slowly chipping away at the desktop link app for all the other software. Yeah, and let's get right into it. Alright, so here we are at the printer. And so what we've got here is, well, this printer's always been a bit of a thing for me. It's always had its little ups and downs and stuff. And yeah, and in this case what had happened is that, well, the weather's been kind of getting a little bit colder. We've been having a bit of a nice little cold wave here recently. And what had happened is that in the whole world of this, there's the concept of thermal expansion, and what had happened is that, or what I think happened, is that it kind of softened stuff. What metal that was like originally good for where it is kind of no longer that, and it's no longer holding tight enough, and yeah, and thus the switch needs to be fixed. So, well, it needs to be put into its position. So we basically need to just take a screwdriver, which I think this is about the right size, if I can get it in front of the camera. Yeah, if I just get this screwdriver on it and get it adjusted. So let's just kind of switch angles a bit, and yeah. Alright, so switching the angles up a bit. So here we have down here, and I'm kind of off to the side here, is this switch. I'm kind of moving up and pushing up, and yeah, it just needs to be retightened. They use some odd lock screws and stuff, which, you know, they kind of they lock for a while, but unfortunately things happen and they just stop doing their job right, and it's just, yeah, I've never had a liking for this method of constructing printers, but you know, this is kind of a bit of a standard design in the 3D printing world. And yeah, so that's kind of step one of the process. And now I've got to get it all leveled again, because it's probably very unbalanced. I've also got to make sure that it actually will, when I home it, it actually homes right. So yeah, let's get that all fixed right up. Alright, so now we've leveled it, and we're basically ready. So moment of truth when it comes to this. So yeah, we're just going to heat up and get it started. I'm going to kind of do a little bit of a time lapse while I film the other stuff that's going on. So, looks like we're doing pretty good on heating, and I guess I'll just start the time lapse when it gets nice and warm and stuff. Now, of course, one of the big things on this project has been the two display system that we have on the actual side of the controller. And that's great and all. Unfortunately, the UI behind it is pretty infuriating to pretty much use. And because of that, I've decided to develop a bit of an app for it. So, switch over to the other side of things here. we have this, which is a little piece of software that I've been kind of writing, and this is pretty much all the progress I've had throughout the week. And yeah, so this is a program that I've been writing. I'm calling it TotBot Control. The original name for this project is TotBot, but it's a working title. I might change it later. I'm pretty proud of the design of it. This was about like 2 days worth of work, and you know, with me just writing it. We still got a lot of work to do because we've got this devices list that needs to actually have a list of devices and not just one placeholder or null device to see how things look. And also there's a setup button which also needs to have its own listing as well. I'm working on the code for that. It's gonna take a while. I might just have this as like a stretch goal, which will also kind of go with the Wi-Fi support, because this is going to be the app that'll set it up for everything. And yeah, so that's basically mostly all I've got on it. So it's progress in the wrong areas, but progress nonetheless. So anyways, yeah. Now unfortunately, that's pretty much all I've been kind of getting done throughout the week. I haven't had much time to really sit down with this project, because this is a project of spare time, so I don't have, and that's something that's kind of a bit rare for how I am, so actually I'm pretty surprised that I got as far as I did as of now. So yeah, with that being said, that's kind of it for today's video. If you like what you saw, please leave a like and subscribe. This is a random channel, so you might get another episode of this. I'm planning another one maybe in a couple weeks or so. I do gaming and stuff and other types of videos. You know, it's a random channel. It's whatever I post, whatever I want to post. But anyways, that being said, that's it for today's video, and bye.